Good evening, everyone. It's Michael with Nocturnal Simulations, and tonight we are up in Norway. If you haven't yet, get the world update for the Nordics, and we will be exploring that tonight. The views around here are bound to be absolutely spectacular, and we'll be departing from Stavanger Airport, or Stavanger, I'm not sure how to pronounce it exactly with the local accent, and heading up to Bergen. If you find any joy and value in this stream or any of the other previous content, please show your support by hitting that like button and dropping a comment below. It's super helpful. Plus, super chats are active, and we are truly grateful for any donations you're moved to contribute. Also, PIMAX has started their Black Friday deals. So, if you're interested in the PIMAX crystal, use the link below to take advantage of a $160 discount. You'll need to hurry, as this is obviously a limited time being Black Friday deal offer, so you definitely don't want to miss that. Right now, we have Bloggins. Ron is in here joining us for his redemption flight from his death spiral on last Thursday's group flight. Hopefully we get some more. This one is going to be an absolutely spectacular flight. I kind of poked around and checked out the airports that we're going to be going in and out of, and it's definitely going to be a good one. Local time is set to 2 p.m. local time right now. The sun up here, since we're so far north, is pretty low in the sky pretty much all day this time of year. And if you'd like to join this flight or any other future flight, feel free to join the Discord, which is linked below, and we'll get you set up. What's going on, Diesel? How are you tonight? With that being said, let's go ahead and jump back into the cockpit and get rolling here. Okay, I'm back. I think it's interesting that my parking brake kind of goes in and out there. Okay, so hopefully we don't have the same issues we had last week with getting this thing started. So, got my stuff in here, and I've got 8.2 gallons in here on each, the left and main right tank. Engine health is 99%. Did refill the oil and charge the battery. Doing great, looking forward to the stream. Thanks, Diesel. Me too. This should be a good one. So, that being said, fuel is on. Mixture's all the way on. Crack that throttle. Let's prime it 3 times. And 3.
Hello.
Let's get the battery on. What's going on, Kaylee? How are you?
Good, are you, man?
Pretty good. Just getting started here with everything, getting airplane up and running. Alright, so engine's prime. Let's see if she'll turn over for us. Hopefully first try tonight. There we go. That's what I like to hear. Bring RPMs down to 1,000. And let's lean it for the ground. Wait for those RPMs to drop off. Don't want to foul those plugs while we wait. Go ahead and shut the door here so you get rid of some of the noise. And we'll go ahead and start our flight plan. We are starting at Echo November Zulu Victor. Destination is going to be Echo November Bravo Romeo. First waypoint, Echo November Hotel Delta. Echo November Sierra Oscar. And then on to Echo November Romeo Delta. Which, we have a little bit of a landing challenge going tonight. I went and checked it out. It doesn't seem as challenging as I initially thought, because it's only a 500-foot runway, but there is a ditch at the end of it, so it could get a little interesting, so we might see some cartwheels happening. After that, we're going to go to Echo November Uniform Lima. And that should be it. Take a look at our flight plan, make sure it looks appropriate from what I remember earlier. Whoa. What's going on here? That was weird. I've seen that before. I zoomed out and started dragging and it just didn't load the map in. This is about 115 miles. That looks correct. Go back to our flight plan. We should see it be a total of about 100. Okay, I got 111, so it's a little less than what I initially planned for. But that 4 miles is not a big deal. Weather here. See if we can pull the weather up. Why is it not letting me click on things? There it goes. So we can pull in some weather. Alright guys, this place actually has weather, which is nice. So, winds are 040 at 2 knots, and altimeter is 1016 QNH. Let's go ahead and dial that in, 1015 and 6, and we'll dial it down in on our radio down here. Quick barrel, and we're good to go. Altitude we're going to be climbing out to is, we'll start at 2500 and adjust from there. There are some mountains in the flight plans, so we'll probably end up having to climb out of something, but for now we'll stick it to 2500. Runways we have available are 18, 36, and 28 and 10, and what did I say the winds were doing? 040, so we could do 18 or 10, so 18 is probably going to be preferred. So we will need to taxi out to the north and take 18.
I think I'm going to be a ways behind you guys. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to fight it.
That's alright. Do you need help with anything?
At this point, I don't know what I would need help with. I'm just trying to get rolling. I also could not find a 152 with a carbon in it, so. Oh,
if you go to the official downloads channel in the Discord, there's a link to the mod that we use for that. And you also need to get the PMS 50's GTN 750.
Okay, hang on 1 second.
What server you guys on?
Should be US East. 99.9% of the time is going to be that. If... I don't know, are you in the sim yet, Kaylee?
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about it too much right now. You can pretty much just turn name tags on and follow us around for tonight, but going forward, it's super helpful.
Good to know.
Okay. So, what else we got to do? Flaps. Let's go ahead and go down the flaps 10.
What time are you guys set on?
Local time is 2:07 local.
Gotcha.
Let's get our taxi lights on. And we're going to want to get our pitot heat on. A reminder, this thing hates anything remotely cold, so it'll freeze up the pitot heats even at 60° Fahrenheit. I believe I am ready to go. We're going to depart 180, and basically what we'll do is do a left turn and kind of follow the coastline up to the nav track. Should be a very pretty departure. Now let's just confirm real quick that we do have the local time at 2:07. Okay, cool. Alright, I am ready to go when you guys are.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Kaylee, do you need help with anything else?
By all means, don't wait on me. I was doing the auto checklist on the 172, and I am... Like, everything kicks on, like my garments kick on, and then it just shuts right back off.
Oh, do you have the Honeycomb Bravo by chance?
No.
Oh, okay. Usually it's a key binding issue. Especially if you, like, hold your right mouse button down and it kind of clicks back on. So you could fly the default 152 and just load in on runway 18 if you want to back out and go get it real quick. And we'll meet you over there.
That's probably a lot easier, honestly, than fighting with that.
Okay.
Turn on my name tags real quick.
Yeah. Alright, let's see here. I think we can just taxi out to the right here. That's what it appears to be. Helipad. And then we need to confirm our compass setting, because we are pretty far north compared to where we normally fly. So let's go straight north first moment here, and it looks pretty accurate. Okay, cool. Alright, so once again what we're going to be doing is departing to the south and then the left turn, kind of follow that sliver of water out to the ocean. Sean, is there a way to keybind toggle player nameplates? Yes. So I have it on my Stream Deck right now, which is just a key binding. linked in the sim. But you can see here I can just turn it on and off. If you search nameplates on the keyboard, it should come up. Let's make sure these flight controls all feel good. Haven't flown this airplane this week. Everything looks okay. I don't think we were supposed to use that taxiway, but it was there and we took it. Alright, we'll go to the end of the taxiway here and then we'll do our run-up. Definitely want to make sure with the JP Logistics C152 that you do your run-ups, because it no like you when you don't. You'll end up back on the ground pretty quickly, typically because your oil pressure will go too high. This thing's already in the green on the oil temperature, so we're good there. And we should have the the runway entrance just ahead here. Alright, we'll pull off to the right a little bit here and do our run up. Over here by the fuel tanks, we'll blow everybody away real quick. That's a cool looking building. Ah, the wonderful, terrible brakes in this thing. Alright, hold the brakes. Mixture in. Let's go up to 1800 RPM. And what we're going to want to do is check the oil temperature. It's in the green. Oil pressure's in the green. Right mag, about 100 RPM drop. Back to both. I'm sorry, left mag was first, right mag was second. And that one's good also. And then pull carb heat. All that was about 100 RPM drop. And we are good to go. So bring it back down to 1,000. Let's taxi out onto the runway. Are you good, Kaylee?
Yeah, I'm good. Please do not let me get in your way, though. My bad.
Oh, you're okay. Yep, you just spawned right there in front of us. Alright, Kaylee, you're number one.
I don't know where I'm going, so I don't know if that's a great answer.
Fly straight out, take a left turn, find the water, head north.
You got her.
Our engine's not running.
Your engine's not running?
Fun little problem.
Is it the JPL?
I have no idea what it is. I may have to respawn.
Try hitting, what is it, Control E, Bloggins? Is that it? The cheat?
Yes, Control E should be the cheat.
Yep, try that and see if that'll start it for you, just so you can get it going. Alright, ease into the full throttle here. Temperature's green, pressure's a little high, but that should come down pretty quickly. We'll pull the throttle back after we're airborne here to 1400. That should help with the oil pressure. We'll climb out and head to the east.
I'll have to catch up with you guys.
Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and pull our flaps up. Have you ever played IL-2 Stormovik? I have not. Is that the World War II, I guess, German aircraft simulator? Alright, let's do a left turn. Let's go find that water. World War II combat sim. No, I have not. I've seen it. I just have never played it. There's the water. Somebody on the ground over there moving around. It's Sean.
Yeah, that's me, that's me.
Alright, we are at 1,100 feet for 2,500. I haven't played too many combat simulators. I spent a lot of time flying helicopters in Arma. Arma 3 specifically. I wasn't huge into the jets on that sim. And then I also spent quite a bit of time flying the Huey in DCS. But that's about my extent. And when I was a kid, I was playing the Microsoft Combat Flight Simulator. I remember that when that was multiplayer, that was a lot of fun.
I think I used to play F-18 Interceptor on the Commodore Amiga.
And now you're just dating yourself.
Oh yeah. But there's just something amazing when you
Oh,
hit the
absolutely.
speed of sound and the whole aircraft would shake and you get that sound effect. It was just,
Yeah.
for its time, it was amazing.
Yeah, I forgot about Arma. Yes, Arma 3 was amazing. I played with a group called Bourbon Warfare for quite a long time, probably 2 or 3 years. I had a lot of fun. I'm going to do a left turn to the north, follow the water out of here, and we'll start heading towards Echo and November Hotel Delta. And I actually... Go ahead.
Apache on the Armor 3 was good.
Yeah, the Apache was pretty fun to fly. I loved the Little Bird. I think the whole like dropping people off in tight little areas with the Little Bird and trying to get out of there without getting, you know, somebody shooting you with a BB gun and you falling out of the sky was always exciting. How realistic were the Army helicopter controls? Not realistic at all. Until they came out with an update where they made it more realistic, but it was still not quite like DCS QB level by any means. But it definitely taught you the basics.
It's like the original Battlefield game, the 1942, when the mod came out with the modern equipment. That was fun.
Oh, you're talking my... You're hitting my nostalgia nerve there.
I just miss Battlefield 3 at this point.
Yeah, Battlefield 3 was the best.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I really liked flying the Little Bird on it. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think it was... What was that, Cameron?
I was saying howdy.
Oh.
Hey, man.
Hey, bud.
Good day.
Yeah, I forget what map it was, but they had the island that had the tunnel that went into the center of the mountain.
Yes.
I used to fly the Little Bird in there with a crew of guys repairing with rockets and all that jazz and just going nuts inside that mountain. That was always fun.
I've partook in that a couple of times myself.
Alright, we're
Yeah,
up 2,400
me-
feet, about to level off 25.
Battlefield 4 was the end of my first-person shooter days. That was... I had to admit to myself, no, the other people are not cheating. I'm just getting older and suck at it.
You can still play it and not be great at it. I mean, I still play a lot of things I suck at, so...
Well, I just rage quit on those games now. Because I
yeah.
remember how, like, I used to own those maps. It was great with the team I had. And, yeah, then all of a sudden, yeah, over a couple of years, it just wasn't as fun anymore for some reason.
I played a ton of Counter-Strike 1.5 and 1.6 when I was young.
Oh, yeah.
And actually started a team that it was called the CAL, or we always called it CAL leagues. We got pretty high up in the rankings, and one of the guys I started that team with when PUBG came out, we played it religiously together. He actually ended up becoming #1 in North America, and I was like top 20 in North America for a while. So I've always been pretty good at first-person shooters, but I don't think I could run in a straight line. It's been so long since I played one.
The new
Back
COD's
to
not
this
bad
game.
so far. Yeah, back to this
I do
game,
have a
sorry.
question. No, I just have a quick question, because I've noticed this for quite a while. All of my single-engine aircraft, I am constantly having, like, from my rudder pedals, when I'm taxiing and stuff, I am constantly, like, it will not just go down a taxiway straight. I'm constantly having to adjust my rudder pedals.
Get that big weather vane of a rudder.
It's the Logitech ones.
No.
Same
Could
problem
that
with
be a-
pretty much every aircraft.
Yeah, what I was
Is that
saying is
calibration, or is that a standard thing?
it's the sim because you get the weather vane.
Okay.
on the tail of your plane, basically.
Yes.
So it's trying to turn into the wind. I love the Black Hawk in Bad Company too. Yes, I flew the Black Hawk
Oh,
a
man.
lot. Got into a lot of trouble with that. And then you can definitely get away with not being good in Battlefield compared to other shooters. Oh yeah, absolutely. Battlefield was very arcadey in terms of the firefights
Well, it's
compared to
very-
a lot of others. But the
It wasn't a simulator, it was a first-person shooter.
yeah, but well, Battlefield really, like the big thing that Battlefield has was just the massive maps. Two, like, you know, ground transports. You could go from driving a buggy around to getting into a tank to getting into a helicopter, getting into a jet, jumping off the top of a roof of a building, parachuting down, and you know, it was just so much chaos, and that's what made it so much fun.
Honestly, I think the sniping in Battlefield is probably one of the better sniping, like without like armor and whatnot.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I'd
Yeah,
say
as
hats
far
off
as-
to the Battlefield Friends group, because their videos are hilarious.
Oh, yes, dip,
Both
potato chip.
the animated series, and their actual live action ones,
Yeah,
or not live action.
the animated
but their
series.
actual,
Animated series was priceless.
yeah.
Yeah, this landscape is absolutely amazing. I'm glad I picked this.
Yeah, I'm doing a flight at the moment.
Sometime in the next week or two, Bloggins had a genius idea. And I had thought about it before from someone else's stream and kind of forgotten about it, so I'm glad you said it, Bloggins, because I've been wanting to do it. But we're going to max out the failure rate of the TBM 850 from Black Square. And see how long... Well, you know what we should do is a last man standing. That would be fantastic, because you could... I mean, it's really... There's a lot of luck involved. But what I'll say
it
is,
is
part of the
huge amount of
rules
luck,
is if
yeah.
you make it to a runway, then you can repair your aircraft and get back in the air.
Okay.
So there's still, you know, there's a bit of luck involved and a bit of skill involved. So yes, you could just ultimately just get engine failure after engine failure after engine failure and just be SOL, especially if you're, you know, 100 feet off the ground. But I think we need to make sure that we have a large crowd of people so we can all scream at each other in laughter.
I just need you all to stream
exactly.
Oh, it's going to be a live stream.
that. I think every single person though should have to just stream it on their own so we can just see the chaos unfold.
Oh yeah, that would be hilarious if I could somehow figure out a way. You know what I could do is get my Discord. I could probably somehow pull Discord into OBS, and anytime and have everybody streaming. So anytime somebody has an issue, I can click on their stream and pull it up on OBS. I had to do a little experimenting with that. That would be entertaining. Yeah. T-Battle M Royale.
Watch out, PUBG.
Yeah, you got something coming for you.
Whoops.
Look at those reflections.
Oh, that's gorgeous. But yeah, no, I was playing with it the other day, and it's like the failures that were coming up was like door latch, pitot heat. That was an interesting one. Ignition. A whole bunch of lights, like the cabin light failed, your navigation lights failed, and like you can pop the circuit breaker in. Like you'll actually look over and oh, the circuit breaker is gone for like your lights.
Yeah.
You pop it back in, but then literally 2 seconds later it pops back out again.
Carry a spare fuse on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, just ripped up.
Or maybe like a landing gear failure.
I was waiting for it. It's totally random. Like, you know, you set up the failure rate to be a high failure rate, but I was waiting for something. I think the governor was... I had the governor go on me.
Oh, that's not good. Then you really have to pay attention to your
I was just literally
torque.
flying around for 20, 30 minutes trying to get things to pop up.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be... There's a ton of entertainment that could happen from that.
Because apparently there's over 100 faults, so...
Yes, there's just a lot. So, I think an additional layer of challenge, too, would be that you're not allowed to look at your fault screen and you're not allowed to do pre-checks on takeoff.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Having
So
full screen is kind of handy. At least then people can say, "Hey, oh geez, looks like my engine's out," or
well, I think having the
Actually, no,
the
yeah.
fault screen. Sorry.
Yeah.
That would be when you're on the ground. You can use it after you've
Yeah.
landed, but not
Oh,
before you
yeah.
take off.
You land and realize there's 12 volts already in there that you didn't know.
Yeah.
about.
Well, if you are forced to land,
Ah, yes.
we need to come up with a set of rules for it. Don't know quite
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
what we'll settle on, but
That's good. No, that's a good idea. I like it. Actually, I'm leaning towards that now. Yeah, hide fault screen.
yep. Which you know,
So
obviously
you
I
still got
can't.
the main alarm indicators.
Yes, you have your enunciator panel, which is all you should need. You should be able to decipher any fault from doing whatever test you need to do in the air, but or the enunciator. Looks like we're about to get into some weather here. This will be interesting. Outside air temperature is cold, so let's descend. Let's get down to 1500 because we may start picking up some ice. Go ahead and pull the cabin air. And remember your carb heat on your descents because you could potentially freeze your carb up today. Pilot Thumper, you missed me? Yeah, you did. Absolutely, Pilot. I definitely missed you. How are you doing? Did you miss me? Somebody's flicking a bunch of switches.
Yeah, that's me. My carb heat keeps. I try to pull it out with the mouse, and then it gets sucked back in, and I'm trying to figure out why I have it bound to something.
Oh, which key binding it is?
Well,
Alright, we need
with
to
some of the throttle.
drop the detail. There we go. There's too much stuff going on. Of course you did. Oh, let's go ahead and descend. We'll get the landing lights on. I got my strobe light too. I was talking too much. Let's see here. So let's go on down to 1500 feet. Arm that, see if it works. And let's put the mixture back in, because I did have it leaned out a little bit there. I don't know if you guys caught that, but leaned for exhaust gas temperature
Did you
while we were
rock
at cruise
with
there.
it?
Yes, I leaned it and rocked it with it.
Oh, that's good.
Alright, let's see what kind of weather we have here. So winds are 170 at 3, so we can land pretty much any runway we need to. We got scattered at 4,000, broken at 5,000. Visibility is not good. There's almost no visibility. What's lit? What's going on, Hydra? How are you tonight? Okay, so with these wonderful conditions that we're about to fly into with no anti-icing, let's see what kind of procedures we have here. They got an ILS on 130. So that might be our best option here. So we can go ahead, let's load that in. So go back. Go to procedures. Oh wait, we can't load that in since it's not our destination. So we're just going to manually put it in. Let's go to charts. We're going to do another route after that. We have quite a few airports to go to. This is just the first out of, I think, 5.
Then I'll definitely be able to join you.
Yep.
I'm about ready to come into Tampa.
Alright, we got an ILS on 17.
I took off from Kaylee's airport.
1099er.
Yeah, I didn't do VATSIM. I didn't feel like dealing with those people today.
Fair enough.
Great, because You gonna hop in with us? Awesome. We are definitely not in Tampa. We are up in Norway right now. And no, this is not with VATSIM tonight. We don't usually do VATSIM on group flight nights because the utter chaos of us talking over top of each other would just be a disaster. Yeah, sorry. I plan to start doing some VATSIM streams in the future, though. And we actually have a dedicated VATSIM channel in our Discord for that purpose. There's a few rules you need to agree to, and it's mainly just to prevent people talking on top of controllers when they're being talked to. Alright, so outside air temperature just above freezing, so I'm not seeing any ice accumulating, and I've actually got snow on the window right now. So we're gonna 1099er is the ILS. We're gonna do a left downwind. Runway, I believe it was 17. Let's go full screen. So we're gonna do a left downwind, join the localizer, and we'll do a touch and go. We'll do a left turn on the departure and join the left downwind again and go on to our next section. Our next airport. Even better, because if I was to do VATSIM, flight simulator crashing into other airplanes because I'm terrible at braking. Yeah, I don't think people would appreciate that too much.
That's what insurance is for.
Yeah, there you go.
What is this thing you call insurance?
I don't know, but they take a lot of my money every month, so I hope somebody figures out what it is.
Exactly, right?
Follow the money trail. What's it really being used for?
Could imagine the controllers getting a little upset with you bumping into other airplanes too. Alright, visibility sucks, so that's great. There's the airport right in front of us, so let's go ahead and head to the right just a bit here. So we're not in the way of any of the approaches or departures. I'd be trying to make an excuse. Yeah, let me know how that works out. They'll probably just yell at you, kick you off the VATSIM.
Yeah.
I've been yelled at a few times for screwing up. Actually, you know what, guys? This is fine for as far as visibility goes in terms of landing. If we wanted to do just a visual approach, but I've got the ILS tuned in, and we've got a little bit of a plane here. So let's go ahead and do the 17 ILS just for practice. Yep, I got kicked
Just
out.
verify
I'm just kind of waiting.
ILS's frequency is 109.1?
1099er.
1099. Okay.
Yep. Let's go ahead and tune that in on our nav here for the Garmin. So Garmin handles the OBS1, and the comm radio over here does OBS2, which is the bottom one. Yeah, I got kicked out. I had to redo my test. Oh, even better. I'm actually thinking about doing the controller test here soon. I say soon. I got quite a bit of studying ahead of me. But I think that would be pretty fun to do. And if I do get into that, ground maybe wouldn't be so exciting to stream, but I think doing an approach stream would be pretty interesting. Alright, let's go ahead and do a left turn and get on this downwind. Alright, mixture's full. It's probably hard. Yes, it's very difficult, mainly because of the amount of knowledge that's required. So we want to be on 310, I think, for a downwind. Alright, so it's actually cleared up nicely here for us all of a sudden. That's not too bad. Now let's just go ahead and confirm the chart there real quick. 1099, so that is the correct frequency. And the intercept slope is 2,400 feet, so we could actually intercept it a little bit before that D7 waypoint right there. If we zoom in a little bit here, we might be able to see it. Nope. We'll keep flying the downwind here and see how it goes. Snag a screenshot while we're at it.
Oh,
Terrain's hard to beat around here. Alright guys, as a reminder, we're going to just do a touch and go here. And we're going to do a left turn to join the left downwind again and head on up to our next airport. Excuse me. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and...
sure it's 109, 100. Not 109.9 or...
Really?
Because my
Sure.
nav
Which-
just kicked in. Or
I got
my VLOC just kicked in.
I got ILS runway 17, 1099er. Is there another ILS maybe on top of that one?
Is it 17, 13? It's runway 13 though, isn't it?
17.
I don't even see a 17. I have 13 and 31. Am I
Yeah,
wrong?
for ENHD.
Did I click on the right airport?
Yeah. Echo November, November, Delta.
Maybe I had the wrong airport pulled up. Echo November Hotel Delta. Approach 13. Oh, okay. That would explain why my heading bug was a little off. Alright,
I was
so...
just sitting there like, man, I'm really lost.
Okay, so we need to adjust that. So it's 100? Or 1091?
1091, yeah.
Okay. That would explain some things. I was starting to wonder why some things were looking the way they were. Okay.
That was good.
Alright, because yeah, my heading bug was not matching up to my downwind. I was like, something not making sense here. How does he see where you are at? We are on the multiplayer service, so we can actually see each other. If I turn nameplates on, you should be able to see everybody behind me right now. All those people right there are flying with us. How do you turn on multiplayer? Nice test, Nocturnal. They passed. Good job, guys. Good job. Give you a round of applause. Catching me in another mistake. Okay, so you can see our needles here coming in as we join the localizer. Let's change this to VLOC on the CDI. There we go. Alright, so we're a little high to the left. Bring it down. And what we'll do is we'll go down to the dash here and we'll try hand flying this in. Let's go ahead and start slowing up some. We're at 1,000 feet. How do you turn on multiplayer? So there's some settings, and I'll go over those here in a second. Let me focus on flying this and not wrecking. Chasing the needles right now. It gets a little sensitive and touchy as we get closer, so let's go ahead and pull some power back. Let's get that carb heat on. Chasing those
Yeah, I found the
needles.
switch for my carb heat.
You actually have the OBS here to follow it with, and then you can follow it over here on the right too. Ooh, it's really sensitive. Try not to get too aggressive. Let's go flaps 1. And we'll look up around 200 feet. And flaps
Thingamajiggy
2.
lights are on as well. I noticed on the runway there. There's, I can't remember what you call it. The 4 lights,
Happy?
2 red. Yes, Pappy lights. Thank you.
This thing is super sensitive on the needles. I wonder if there's a way to turn that down. Alright, so we're back on the glide slope. Let's get the line back up. Really far off right now. It's not like smooth, it just jumps all over the place. Alright, so that's 300 feet. Let's go ahead and look back up so that we can get this thing line back up. And it's way off. That's interesting.
Did you set your OBS to 13? 130?
109.1, 109.1. Interesting.
No, not the frequency, your actual OBS dial.
Oh, no,
On
that
the gauge.
shouldn't matter, should
You
it?
should see, they should, for
Not for the 152.
IFR, or no, for ILS, it does. It doesn't automatically turn in for you.
Well, see, now I'm lined back up with it. It lined itself back up. I don't know what I did wrong there, but it was all over the place, so I did a very poor job there. Use that as an example.
I'm gonna study that, and that's the only way I'm gonna know how to fly now.
Okay, well, enjoy crashing.
I mean, to be honest, it's probably still better than what I've got now. Let's be real.
I did a very poor job on that one. That was a disaster on my part from the beginning. It's okay, we'll grease the landing, make it forward a little bit. Alright. Go 50% throttle, back up the flaps 10. Carb heat can go in. Full power. And we're back in the air. And now I'm going to have to figure out what I did wrong. So the OBS dial doesn't do anything on ILSs. For me.
Oh, it does. It does for me. It lines you up proper.
Well, I was lined up once
I've
fixed
noticed
it.
Yeah.
You may have to share your screen and show me what you're talking about, because if I spin the dial, it doesn't change anything. Or it wasn't.
And you changed it from Jeep, like, you know, for either you were using the COM2 radio or the.
I had them both
main
dialed
radio.
in. Well, I forgot to transfer the second one, but
Yeah. Well, no, on the first one, if your CDI is set to GPS still, that won't. Actually, yeah. Well, you need the. You haven't got the radio frequency yet.
alright, doing a left
But yeah,
turn
no,
now.
that's what I've always done.
And we will join the left downwind here. We'll try another ILS here later. We should have one on the way in to our final destination.
Oh, the final airport's got an ILS.
Yeah, we'll mess with it there again.
I think there's a couple more.
Who was that landing in front of me? It gets a little crazy there at the end. We're not really talking about, trying to line each other up. You got 3 guys landing on top of each other there. Gets a little chaotic sometimes. Alright, back up to 2500. Looks like it's clearing up some, so that's good.
Yeah. Maybe for the 850 survival night, we'll set like hurricane conditions.
There we go.
Oh gosh. I'm
What could
hoping
go
this
wrong?
turns into like a movie I can watch and like I'll get the popcorn.
There we go.
I don't have the aircraft, so I'll just be the commentary.
Yeah, part of what threw me off a lot there too is those needles were just going nuts. They were super sensitive. So I just did a very poor job attempting that. That's all it boils down to. All right, back up to 2500, and it looks like we're going to be back in some clouds here.
Nice little touch with the windmills and everything.
Yeah, if you got the world update, they added a lot of nice stuff to this area.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, we got 24.8 miles to the next airport. I will slow down to 2100 RPM just to let you guys catch back up.
Technically, the next airport has ILS on it. Is it ILS? Locate. It's a
Yeah, it's a localizer.
localizer.
Get up to cruise altitude here. Why am I sinking so heavily? Trim's all out of whack. Was that a touch and go? Yes, that was a touch and go. So had we done a full stop landing, we would have taxied to the gates. But since we kept rolling on the runway and kept moving, it makes it a touch and go.
And I always forget to bring the flaps back up after a touch and go for some reason.
Yeah. When I'm rolling, I try to do half throttle to keep my speed up, pull the flaps up to 10 degrees, car P down, full power. That way, at least I'm only trying to lift off with 10 degrees of flaps.
And now that I've actually found the switch that I bound the carb heat to, right now it was right next to the switch that I bound pitot heat. Go figure. It's just delayed. When I click it, it's almost like a second before you see the lever switch in the cockpit.
Interesting.
That was probably my yeah.
We are going to Enzo now. Echo November Sierra Oscar. Let's go. Alright, so let's do a little bit better flight planning on this one. Alright, weather at Enzo is winds are 100 at 6. And we
This is
have
some crappy weather coming into Tampa. Oh man.
runway at 14 and 32, so we're going to want to land on 14. So, do they have an ILS to runway 14? They got an RNAV. Let's check the charts here. Enzo is Sorstoken. Okay, they do not have an ILS on this one. They got a localizer though.
Yeah.
They do have an RNAV. Which we can't really do at the moment since it's not our destination airport. But let's take a look at this chart real quick. I'm gonna pull back to 2100 RPM so you guys can catch back up. Alright, so final heading is going to be 145 on the localizer, so we can dial our OBS into 145. And that localizer frequency is 1134. I'm going to swap that up and change this one to 1134. And we can at least do the localizer. So we will do looks like we're going to be doing a right wind entry to runway 14. Go and swap this over and we can already see that we've got the localizer dialed in. So we want to leave that localizer on 313, so we can dial 313 on our OBS2 here. So it's 3, 1, and then 3 notches past that. And what we'll see is once we stay on the heading we are at right now, which is just pretty much due north, we should see that localizer start coming in at some point. Mostly when we get closer to the airport here. If we were kind of heading off the right a little bit more, it would be more obvious. We'll hit that localizer, leave that localizer on 314, join the right downwind, and then approach the airport on 145. I sent a photo in the schedule. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I like to typically do a bunch of photo editing at the end of the flight, especially after we get our group flight photos. Let me see where you guys are, speaking of your group flight.
I'm all the way back here. I'm still a little bit late. Well,
How do I join the session? So, now that we got a minute to talk about it, and I'm not trying to fail miserably at doing an ILS approach, there's a few settings you need to do, and those are in the pilot lounge as a sticky. If you look at it, it has all the group flight settings. So basically, your multiplayer settings, which you access from the world map. If you go to the top right and hit settings, it'll be multiplayer will be all players, air traffic will be off, which is your AI or injected traffic, and then weather and time is typically live weather, and time of day we change for when we're doing stuff around the world when it's not daytime. And we also fly on the US East server. Otherwise it's pretty straightforward and pretty easy. Hopefully after this next sim update, was it 15 or 14, whatever sim update's next, they'll fix an issue.
15.
Okay. 15, that sounds right. Whenever 15 comes out, they should fix an issue where sometimes you can't see each other in multiplayer sessions, which is kind of aggravating, but not a huge deal. People kind of come and go. What server was it again? It was the East USA server. That you guys are catching up. Let's speed this thing back up. Going up to 2400 RPM. Except for Sean, he's got that turbo going right now.
I'm gonna have to ask you to verify the frequency again, because I have 110.1, the localizer.
Okay, I clicked on Enzo, went to the charts, localizer.
Yeah.
ENS0.
ENSO.
Or, yeah.
The offset localizer is the 113, which is what we're using for the entry for the pattern. Sorry.
Ah, okay, got it. Okay, to fly to the airport. Got
Yes.
It. Okay. Got it. Okay.
But yes, the localizer DME is a 1101. If you click on your gamer tag, you can change the server there. They seem to be stacked though, so I'm not real sure. So you have the offset, which is just ever so slightly off the runway to the south east, I guess, if I'm looking at the right one. So you could probably use either one, honestly. It would probably be easier to actually just, if they're stacked like that, which would be really weird if they were. Huh, I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Was there a special instruction for the offset localizer? So you want to use Sierra Tango Delta. Okay, it actually doesn't say to use the Sierra. Oh, it does. Okay, so Sierra Tango Delta is well, this would be very complicated to do. You go to Sierra Tango Delta, and then you go to way is this going? This is a very confusing chart. I'm not used to reading with two localizers like this. Racetrack. Base turn. So you're getting to the airport. And then you leave on 313. Do a right turn. And then once we do our right turn, we'll want to swap over to 1101. If I'm reading that right. I don't know if I've ever actually done one this complicated before. Time of day is currently 2:56 p.m. local time. Thank you. Localizer course offset is 2 degrees if you were to use the offset localizer for the whole thing. And we want this to be 1101. Whoops. Not what I meant to do. 1101. Enter. That way we can swap it really quick.
Is the next airport a full stop?
Nope, touch and go. We'll be doing all touch and goes except at the really short one that's called a landing challenge earlier. It doesn't seem too challenging. Yes, we are on live weather. There is a ditch at the end of it, kind of off to the side a little bit, so somebody's probably going to cartwheel because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people in here now.
You may as well bet on me, boys. You may as well bet on me.
I don't know, the way my night's going so far, it's probably going to be me.
I don't know.
I don't know why tonight. Last week was perfect. The other couple days I've been flying on my own, no issues. Today, my frame rate is jumping all over the place, like from 30, 40 down to 20, then down to 6, and then back up to 30, then back up to 40. So I'm getting a lot of jolting, is the best way to call it. So that just adds to the challenge.
Yes.
And I don't really feel like doing I really don't feel like doing a reboot of the system.
Okay, let's go ahead and get our heading mode in. Your current heading. Your live weather conditions are unflyable. The weather keeps tossing me around. That's interesting. Anyone else having that issue? Mine's pretty smooth.
Yeah, mine's good.
It's not bad.
Alright, so there's the airport. We should be hopefully seeing the ILS come in here shortly. Not ILS, but the localizer. And we're going to want to leave that on 313. Do a left turn to the downwind and a right turn base. There it goes. Now it's moving in. Okay. Alright, this is going to come in real quick, so let's go ahead and start doing our left turn. There it goes, really quick. Left turn to 313. Let's go ahead and slow up some. We'll fly that for a moment. And we are not quite far enough to the left yet, so let's keep moving to the left a little bit. What I'm looking at here is this vertical bar. I'm going to get that caught back up. We're so close to the localizers, which is why it's so sensitive. Let's keep turning left here. We overshot a little bit just from our flyover there. And let's descend down to 1500. Alright, there's our localizer coming in, so let's reduce that turn a bit. And we'll fly for about 2 minutes out this direction. And if we look at the charts here again, you can see our airplane. Here's where you can see where we overshot it just a hair, but we're starting to join it back to on the angle that we want. What we could actually do is go into nav mode on 1134. That'll keep us on this right here. So what we'll want to do oh, sorry, that goes for OBS 1. We can't do that right now, so let's just leave it in heading mode. Get rid of that arm if we can. Never been a fan of this autopilot. It's capturing at 1500. And what happened here was the nav mode is armed for OBS 1 because that's linked to the Garmin. OBS 2 is really just a reference in this aircraft. So a little off to the right, or the left of the localizer, so let's go ahead and move it to the right just a hair on the heading peg. Nice, loaded in well. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and slow it up a little bit more. And you should see the from arrow, so we left this at 313. But it's not quite perfect. There might be a discrepancy between, yeah, there's a little bit of discrepancy between my compass and my heading over here. So we can actually fix that real quick. So we are at 310. That should help us out a bit there. Okay, so if we were to, since we've got the nav mode armed, heading mode is active. If we go ahead, slow up a touch more, start turning to the right, we should see OBS 1 capture for us. If we swap over to 1101. See if that works out for us. Oh, there's a million of you around me. Why is my weather different from yours? The weather seems to be changing really rapidly. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with live weather right now, but mine's going from really crappy conditions to really good conditions. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there.
Blaming the potential volcano in Iceland.
There you go.
Hasn't gone off yet, has it?
Not that I'm aware of.
No,
This morning, though.
I saw a live stream of it earlier.
Oh, they got the cameras up and running for this one. They want to catch it when it goes.
Oh yeah, there's
For
like
sure.
50 different angles. If somebody can get a drone up there and capture drone footage of it, they'll make a pretty penny off of it.
If the
Oh,
drone
the
lives
last
through it.
was it last summer or last year when they had one go off? The stationary cameras and everything was just phenomenal.
Oh, I bet.
I'd like to know how many drones are lost.
Oh, I
Flying-
imagine
deciding
quite a few.
people Flying over the crater to get those perfect shots, only to crash them.
Okay. Localizer runway 11010. Why is it not? It's not coming in for me for some reason. Is anyone else having that issue?
I just got it.
1101?
Yep.
Let's watch chart shot. Oh, there it goes. Okay. It was just... these needles are really sensitive in this thing. Alright, so now I didn't touch anything. You see us capturing the localizer, although it seems like it's just a hair late. And... Alright, so this one... I have it set for 150 and I'm off to the left of the runway, so I wonder if you do need to use the offset here. Because I'm not dead on with the runway. Let's go ahead and start descending to 500 feet. It's got me on the chart, it looks right. Wonder if I swap over to the offset, what that looks like. I'm just curious. 1145. That's actually, you know what? Let's do that. Let's see what the offset looks like. Let's go back to nav mode. Okay, so the offset localizer seems to possibly be more accurate for this situation. So maybe we should have used offset, which is 1134. Ever so slightly off. Okay, yeah. Loggins and Kayla, if you want to do a test for me and see which one gives you better results, but the offset localizer seems to have given me better results.
The
1134.
110.1 is what's doing good for me. 3.4 is way off to the right for me.
See, 3.4 is bringing me your dead on. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on my nav 1 is on 110.1, and then my radio 2 is on the 113.4, with the OBS set, both of them set to the same. My
Oh, never mind. It's
radio
flying me
1
through it
is
now.
slightly to the left, and my other one's slightly to the right.
Yeah, it's flying me through it now. So maybe they converge at a good point, but the way it was working out there, it was kind of weird. Alright, well, got us lined up for the runway, so let's take the autopilot off.
Got some trees to slip over.
Flaps 10. Ah, always trees at the end of the runway, never fails.
Which way are we
Okay, my-
turning after?
We're going to depart to the left and join the nav track.
My brother had a good point that a lot of people do comment about trees at the end of runways, but you don't see anything in the actual forums or Discord forums or whatnot to say, hey, can you, like Microsoft, can you fix this issue?
I see it mentioned occasionally, but not very often.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's skim the top of these trees and we'll drop her in.
I think I did some lumberjack skills practice.
Alright, let's get that slip. Full power. Sunk like a rock. And we're on the ground. Stall horn right when I touch down.
Nice.
Flaps 10. I did not use carb heat because I was on power up until the last second there and the weather's nicer. Back up in the air. Go to the end of the runway and do a left turn.
I'm just approaching the threshold there.
I've got a little bit of a hill off to our left to climb out over, so be wary of that once we extend past it.
Yep.
Flaps up. And we'll change CDI back to GPS mode. More butter. So the first landing diesel was 50, the second one was 85.
Tracking individual landing.
Volanta.
Are you?
Yep.
I got it running, but it's not like tracking anything.
Ah.
I don't know what it's doing.
Did you have a flight active, maybe?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, if you cancel that and start it, or just let it do its, you know, just start tracking, basically it'll reset. Let's pull power back just a little bit, get out of the red. Back in some GPS mode here. Yeah, we're at 2,000 for 2,500, and we might have to actually climb higher. Those mountains over there look a bit taller than 2,500 feet. So let's go on at the 3,500 feet. And let's go to autopilot nav mode. Altitude, arm. Oh, okay, let's see if that captures. That sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. There's a cheat code for using this autopilot. I haven't quite figured it out yet. Snag some pictures while we're heading out of here.
What do you mean for cheat code for the what's wrong with the autopilot?
Just arming it to capture the altitude.
Ah, yes, I noticed that.
It's kind of, I don't know if it's buggy or I'm just doing it wrong, I'm not sure.
I have to admit, I walked away on the last leg and came back, and I was at 6,000 feet, and I was going like, what in the world?
Yeah, because it shows vertical speed, altitude armed, and sometimes I'll have it blow through it, and I'm not real sure why. Alright, let's change this to terrain, and we are clear of the mountains ahead of us here.
Yeah. With my button box, it doesn't let me adjust the altitude dial. For some reason, my encoder isn't linked to it, though other aircraft it works fine.
Huh, that's interesting. Oh, look at that wind farm off the left over there, on top of the mountain. Or it's more of a hill. That's cool. And then you've got, is that a radio tower? It's a cool looking radio tower. Alright, that captured that time. I got the cheat code right this time. Go back to 2,400 RPM. And the terrain, I don't want to call it radar, but the terrain database says that we are high enough to get over the mountains in front of us. Doesn't appear that we're going to be very high over them, though.
The next airport we're heading to is Echo November Romeo Delta, right?
That's correct.
ENRD. It is not showing up in Navigraph.
Nope, it's the one that's kind of the landing challenge. It's a little grass strip that's 500 feet long.
Gotcha, my bad.
And I don't remember which way the runway was, but we got 1-4 and 3-2. Definitely not going to have any weather popping up for that thing. But we'll assume the weather is the same from where we just left. So winds are 100. So we'll want to land on runway 14. Looking at the terrain here, if we go to the left out over the water and then do a right turn onto 14, might be our best option. There's mountains on both sides of this thing, so we can't really do much other. Alright, so these are starting to show, I can't really tell if that's red with the sun glare right now. But we're going to need to, you know what we could do is we could follow the water in. How about we do that? Let's go to heading mode. Nope, I don't want to do heading mode yet. Let me get the heading bug over to the left first. We'll follow the waterway in. How about that? Now we go heading mode. That way we don't have to dive down at the last second. I can get this glare off my Garmin. Oh, hang on. I'm just putting another glare on it. Crap. Thanks, son. Alright, so how's everybody doing?
Bad
Front
here.
blast over there.
But I
You
am
guys are all
seriously
right behind me.
I'm starting to lean towards rebooting my computer though. This
Oh, have you
constant
tried?
frame changes and annoying.
Have you cleared your cache while in the air yet?
I'll try that.
It's worth a try before you
That's
reboot.
Escape, isn't it?
Escape general options, data, clear your cache, and see if that takes care of your problem.
Cache, come on. Cache, rolling cache, off. Delete cache, rolling cache. Well, my rolling cache is off. I've always had that.
Oh,
But the main reason is because I don't fly the same area. So it's
yeah,
always,
yeah. I leave mine on and deal with having to clear it occasionally, mainly because some areas that I do fly in often, if I have it off, don't look as good. There's a slight degradation, and it's mainly the ground textures.
It's even, I can tell it's even interrupting SimConnect because, like I have the, I can't remember what you call the chair. It's got the 6 transceiver thingies on it, that so my chair vibrates. But
Oh.
each time the frame rate drops, the chair stops vibrating and then starts up again. Then you know,
Buzz,
so
buzz,
it's
buzz.
like
Buzz, 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 buzz.
bip, bip, bip,
Buzz,
bip,
buzz, buzz,
bip,
buzz.
bip. Yeah, yeah. It's kind of. So it's like definitely an indicator that it's, yeah, as I said, if SimConnect, it's even affecting SimConnect.
Yeah, if your
I'm
frame
sure
rate,
anyone flying close to me, I'm probably banding too.
your frame rate gets a little out of whack. Third-party software has a hard time keeping track with it.
Yeah.
It's just like a synchronization issue. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to dive in between this little, I guess it's this section right here, and follow that in to the right, and then there's a little house that we need to land next to. There's snow on the ground out here, so I'm not sure if we'll actually see the runway. I'm going to go ahead and turn autopilot off. Start diving on into that valley right there. Okay, this one right here is actually this. We need to follow this on in. You can see where the water meets the ice there. Let's turn track IR back on. So past this valley, into the next valley is where our airport is going to be. We get a little bit of trim down. Kind of jealous of this part of the world and their terrain. Be really nice to live in a place like this.
Yeah, it's flat where I live.
Yeah, it's pretty flat where I live right now.
I even gave up. Yeah, I even gave up motorcycling years ago because it just got boring. It really did. It's like, yeah.
Kaylee, did you say you live in the mountains?
Yeah, I live in West Virginia.
Okay.
Nice.
Pretty.
Wasn't too far from you. I grew up near that area.
Yeah, it's a pretty state.
Vancouver, Canada, you get it all.
Yeah, except a good hockey team. Get it all. But that.
Oh! Oh, pallet thumper. You gonna take that? Get some shots being shot over the bow here. Oh, look at this little cabin down here. That is idyllic right there. If I ever disappear, guys, this is where I moved into one of these cabins out in Norway or New Zealand.
Norway or New
Yeah.
Zealand?
And
I'd go for the warmer one.
I was gonna say that's a big gap, man. There's a lot
Where
of
we're-
cabins in between the two.
we were flying in New Zealand, and I found a cabin that I really liked. That's why I said that.
Okay.
You were right, not good. Great hockey game.
I really can't talk much crap because my team's looking rough, but I'm still gonna.
I've never been huge into hockey.
Oh, I love it. Hockey and baseball.
See, I like going to baseball games. I cannot stand to watch it on TV.
I like both. But I do hear that a lot.
It's just so slow on TV. Alright, see
Yeah,
if we can...
there's something about watching a hockey game live. It's pretty energetic. It's fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a great time.
Alright, I'm looking to see if I can find this house I saw earlier when I loaded in. I want to say it's right over here. Oh, got really dark all of a sudden. Sun went behind the
Flying into
mountain.
the shadow of the mountain.
Yeah.
I was gonna say flying into the shadow.
Went from
I'm
squinty-eyed to...
behind, but I can see you guys. Definitely, yeah. You just went to the shadows.
So I'm
To
gonna
the
start...
dark side.
Yeah, to the dark side of Norway. Let's go ahead and pull in some flaps. Get this thing slowed down a bit more so I can try to find this house I saw earlier. Should be right next to the stream, which of course is frozen right now. You can't even see the thing. Let's see here. Now, grass strips are hard enough to find, and then you add snow to the mix, it makes it really difficult. Alright, so this
I'd
is
love to
saying...
see a landing video of that 787 that went to Antarctica.
Yeah. Alright, I think it's this hut right here, but I'm not entirely sure. So I'm going to go ahead and go flaps 30. And if I cartwheel, because the berm that I mentioned earlier is not easy to see at the moment, you guys know not to land there. But yeah, I think this is the house I was talking about earlier. So you're going to want them to come in as slow as possible and land right next to that house and be on the brakes pretty hard, because that berm, actually, you know what? The berm might be past the house.
Maybe it's filled in with the snow now.
We're about to find out. Ooh, landing on snow like this is kind of challenging. It's like flying over top of water.
Should have put the skis
Oh,
on
it's yeah. Keeping your horizon
Yep.
is dicey.
All right, get that nose down, and all right, I made it. I think that berm is just right off the nose here. Let's go see if we can find it real quick. Yep, it's right there. If you go down into this little hole right here, you might hit the berm off to my right wing. Alright, so let's go to 1,000 RPM, lean it out just a hair here, and we'll watch everybody else land. There's that berm. Mean looking little thing. I'm kind of in the middle of the runway, but if you just land off to my right, you'd be fine.
I said I'm real bad. We're supposed to land coming in from the water, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ideally.
So who's this? Got Paparon. Oh, he's out for redemption. Hit those brakes. Oh, he's about to hit the berm. Oh no. Victim number 1.
Always exciting.
I got Weatherby. He's coming in a C208, so he's pretty heavy. Oh, he bounced. Oh, easy. All right, Sean's coming up next. Oh, be careful over there. Be careful. He's in the ditch. Sean made it in just fine. Look at that. Show off.
All them Salt Lake City landings I've been doing.
Yeah, there you go. Don't go too far to the right. You'll hit that berm. You can probably see it now.
Yeah, I can see it.
Weatherby survived with his Cessna 208. He went four-wheeling over there.
I'm surprised it
Oh,
didn't.
he just found another ditch.
Over.
You okay there, Weatherby? You look a little tilted. All right, got Bluggins and got you again. They're next.
I flew over it. I'm saying, you want to land here?
Who's this coming in?
Diesel ask, how does that happen? Got a lot of control.
I'm still looking for the runway.
You
Wait,
sh-
who was in
Oh,
the
I see
trees?
it.
So David just
Right.
landed.
I'll be right back.
Okay. And Bloggins is next. You gotta try to set down at the building. That's pretty much where the runway begins. Bloggins is coming in nice and easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna not land on top of him.
Oh.
That will be a total.
Uh oh.
Alright, well,
Kaylee's going around for round 2.
Yeah.
hey, what's this? I just got World Traveler landed successfully at 500 different airports.
Wow, really?
Uh,
Congratulations.
yeah, that's a Steam thing, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
But that just popped up. I'm like, wow.
Alright, Prop Blast is coming in. Oh, wait, he's leaving. He might be setting back up for another attempt.
Okay, what I'm gonna do?
If you want to reboot real quick,
Exactly. Well,
we might be
not
a little
much-
ahead of you.
not
Might have
such
to.
thing
Yeah, no, not real quick.
as- Flight sim real quick.
3 to 5 days.
It was about 5-6 minutes.
Alright, Prop Blast is coming in. And Weatherby's back up in the air. I didn't see him take off. Oh, I just heard a wolf. That was cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Prop blast is coming in nice and slow, although he's heading right for the ditch. I want to hang to the left a little bit there. Nice. Alright, Kaylee. Show us what you got.
Oh, probably nothing you want to see.
Looks like prop blast is running into the brake issues this thing is notorious for. Oh, hang on, there's two people there. Oh, Weatherby's coming back in for a second attempt.
I'm in the field.
There you go. Stomp on those brakes, you'll be alright. Good job.
Are we gonna? Maybe.
And Weatherby's coming in for round 2. That was much better.
I keep doing it.
I was trying to make the turn and almost introduced myself to the forest. They looked lonely.
That's, well, Weatherby was over there for a moment.
Well, I didn't want to be rude, you know, stop by and not say hello.
Yeah, right? Gotta be nice about it. Alright, who's coming in now? Let's see here. Papa Ron, you coming in for a second attempt?
I'm gonna try that again.
Okay. Uh-oh. Oh no, not again, Papa Ron! Oh! Oh! Oh no!
I did it again.
Oh no! Oh, did you get too slow and stall?
Yes.
Okay. And then we got one more person coming in here. David, looks like. Gonna try again, David. Papa Ron's is back up in the air. Looks like David's
Yep.
waving off. Alright, you got it this time. Third time's charm.
Now I gotta find it again.
You just keep turning.
For the headlights.
Yeah, look for all the planes on the ground. Alright, follow that road in and then you'll see a field open up to the left.
There we go.
That should bring you in. There you go. That looks better. Just keep your speed up. You want to be around 45, 50 knots with full flaps. There you go. That looks really good. Just get it on the ground. There you go.
Oh,
Oh. Alright, it's in one piece. That's what matters. Might need a new prop, but it's okay.
they make more.
Yep.
The brakes do not work on this plane.
No, that's the one thing I really dislike about this thing is the brakes are really weak. Alright, prop blasts. You departing? Yeah, you're departing. Okay. Alright, Boggins, how close are you to being ready?
Yep. Flight simulators, the reboot's gone through. It's just booting up now.
Okay. You can join in the air if you'd like, and I'll just give you direction to head. How about that?
Well, I've never been successful with that.
Oh, okay.
But,
Alright, let's get that mixture back in.
for
Park and brake off. If you get to the loading screen before we get up in the air, just let me know. We can do a
Okay.
little pattern work here.
yeah, because what I'll do is I'll just spawn on the end of the runway, so I'm, you know, cabin's already running.
Yep. Yeah, it would be warm too. Alright, I'm going to depart, and I'm going to do a left pattern and watch everybody get up in the air.
Which runway are you suggesting to take off from? 32?
The winds are pretty calm, so it doesn't really matter. I took off 32.
Right.
Alright, flaps up, gain the most performance we can. And, okay, left pattern's not gonna happen. Let's do a right pattern.
Yeah, it's a pretty steep mountain. To the left.
Yep.
Oh, that was the second last airport. What? No.
We should have 2 more. Alright, everybody's up and moving.
Okay.
That's good. By the way, anybody that's watching right now, PIMAX contacted me and said they're doing their Black Friday sale right now, so use the link down in the description. You can get $160 off the PIMAX crystal if you are
They're getting desperate.
looking at getting it.
How about give me back then $60
Right?
for buying it early?
You had to pay the early adopter fee.
Yeah. But I got the nice headphones. I think they give out the you got to pay extra for those headphones now.
Yeah, you do now.
$60 probably.
Yeah, those things, I think they're $190, I think.
Ah,
Are we still
we've-
doing this landing, or
No, we're just, Bloggins, where you at now?
spawning.
Spawning? Okay. We're just gonna circle the airport real quick, get Bloggins back up with us, and then, we'll head on out.
Just get the time off.
Hopefully your sim's running better. Oh, here, everybody buzz Bloggins, how about that? Let's go down here and buzz
Spawning
him.
on 32. Come on.
Some power lines over here, so watch out for those.
Nice.
Let's have a little fun here.
On. Landing lights on. Oh, beacon lights on. There we go. Come on. Oh, wow. I see you guys all lined up. Why does it do that? Come on. My flight button's disappeared. Oh, there it is. Alright. I'm in.
Ready? Let's get it. Alright, let's do a direct to our next airport here. And dive down to the ice.
Oh, that's so much. Whoa. Very nice.
Oh, it was really hard to see.
you do a touch and go right there?
Kind of hesitant to touch the snow. I don't know what'll happen. Or the ice. I can't really tell how high off of the ground I am, though.
Stayed on top of it when I was flying down in Antarctica, but whether that stands up here, I don't know.
You can land on top of it?
That's how it worked for me. Like,
Yeah, I think you can. You can land on top of it.
We'll have to do some, get the ice road truckers. We'll just do the Cessna Air Flyers ice landing challenge. I don't know, I'm making stuff up.
the milk run.
Yeah,
Milk
they
run,
did.
there we go. Let's go full power and have a little bit of fun real quick. Well, we got some engine temperature to work with. But yeah, it's very deceiving how high or low you are to the ground.
Yeah, it really is.
And one of these,
What's the heading to the next airport?
it's kind of northwest. I don't exactly have a heading at the moment.
Yeah, I just touched and it was solid, so there you go.
Oh, okay, perfect.
It was totally intentional.
Ooh, look off to the
Not even
left
checking.
where the snow and where the snow meets the water, where the ice meets the water, the reflection of the sun. That's cool.
But how you guys fly so fast?
Oh, you didn't get the upgraded?
Burning out the engine.
Yeah, I'm burning my engine up right now.
Check your flaps though. Yeah, I'm sitting at about 100 right now.
I'm at 90. I'm climbing out. That looks really cool.
What time do you have in game right now?
I believe it's 3:41.
I got 340. I'm in the behind. In the past.
Close enough. Now I see that sun. Nice.
Yeah, they did a great job with this.
My plane is turning on its own. Trying to take a picture, plane. You're ruining my shots. Yeah, let's get out of that red line so we don't damage the engine anymore than we already have. And start climbing. Currently at 1300. We should be okay. About 2500 again. 17 miles to the next airport.
Yeah, the stuttering's one of two things. It's either Discord when you start streaming, and even if you turn it off and shut down Discord, it doesn't recover.
Uh-huh.
Or, as I said, like I think I did a quick restart of like, you know, where I just exited, went back to the main menu, then loaded up again. And that's also like, that seems to be the other thing. If I like right now, I'm flying good, straight into the game from a perfect load. If I don't crash or anything like that, I'm solid for the entire duration. If I play for half an hour or 3 hours, no issues. As soon as I do a restart, then I start getting stuttering issues.
Interesting.
Yeah. And I would really love to know why.
Maybe something in your community folder.
Yeah. But you would think the stuttering would happen immediately. But it could be. I need to do some more experimentation where just remove everything from my community folder.
Yeah, I have to do the same thing
Try
today.
Try that, because I do have a lot of stuff loaded in.
Gotta try to keep mine to the minimum.
Yeah. I do love the add-on linker. Do use that.
Yeah,
But,
so you can at least use it to load zones in.
Yes, yeah, I have a director, like, you know, I have, like, for scenery that I have, it's like, you know, I've broken down between each continent and each country.
Yep. Alright, so we are going to enjoy the views for a few more minutes here, and assuming the same weather of winds at 100, which, looking at my wind indicator, does not appear to be the case, but runway 4, if I remember correctly, is an option. Yeah, we're going to want to land on runway 4.
Pops up on Navigraph, but I don't have any charts.
Yeah, there's no charts at this airport.
Nice. I never know if it's a me issue or if it's an everybody thing, you know?
Yeah.
I've been flying with no charts this whole time. It's flying around.
I'm going to pull power back so you guys can get cut back up. Oh, Slow Sabenza just sent a message in Discord. He says he's been missing a lot of group fights lately, been hard up on that work grind. Good news though, he's joining the PC Master Race very soon. Oh, he was an Xbox user. I don't think I realized that.
Okay.
And once he gets all of the goodies sorted out, he'll be looking forward to joining more flights. So that'll be awesome. Yeah, we haven't seen him in a
Right.
while.
Yeah, it can be moving over to PC for some people can be quite the learning curve. I've discovered.
Yeah, there's a lot more tinkering involved for sure.
Significant learning curve. Agreed.
Luckily, we have quite a few people who are pretty savvy in it in this community,
Yeah.
so that helps. Oop, I'm descending. Not paying attention.
I feel like the sim forces you to be savvy.
It can, yeah.
I just turn it on and hope it works most days.
I've been
Sometimes
tweaking
it-
where I've been flying.
Was it this Discord channel or another Discord channel I was on where someone, like even just downloading a mod from flightsim.to, and we had to explain how to use WinZip?
I've explained it
Was,
before.
yeah.
It was 7-zip, but yes.
Or 7-zip, WinZip, yeah, they're all the same. It's an unpacker.
But, yeah, I mean, I know not everybody. I was born with a mouse and keyboard in my hand, so.
Yeah, yeah. I was unpacking files back on the Commodore 64 days.
Yeah, it's a little bit more challenging than 7-zip.
Yeah. Oh, those were ARC files, if I.
Saving programs to a cassette tape.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Floppy disk.
Now we started with a cassette tape. I'm thinking we got the floppy disk for the 64 probably about a year after we had it.
Yeah, I remember the big.
Copied
You
it
guys-
onto the computer.
You guys are making me feel young now.
I remember.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy it while it
Take
lasts.
advantage of it and enjoy it.
Computer classes, like all of our progress was saved on individual floppy disks that they wrote our name on, and they're like, if you lose this floppy disk, you lose your grade. And I was like, looking back, I was like, man, if
That's
I knew, yeah, then what
kinda
I knew
sketchy.
now.
When telephones used to look like bricks.
So I had a cord attached to it, man.
telephones started looking.
They were attached to the wall.
They were
Yep.
starting to look like bricks again pretty quickly there. You know, cell phones are pretty funny because they went to the tiniest little thing you could possibly get. And then suddenly now you got the new iPhone and Androids that are just massive.
I hate that. Like, I'd much rather have a smaller phone.
I like my OnePlus 6. I'm getting close to due for a new phone, and I really don't know what I'm going to replace it with yet.
I tend to use an iPhone.
No, I'm an Android person.
Tablet phone now, yeah, right? I mean, actually, I got an iPad for work that has, I can use it as a phone. So, I mean, I can sit there and have phone calls on my tablet. It's crazy.
Imagine being in public and to see somebody
I should-
talking on their tablet.
I should walk into a meeting one day with my tablet held to my ear. Yep, that sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, man, I'll catch you later. I got to get to this meeting. Yeah, this is my tablet. Sorry.
You should.
All right, we need to start descending and see if we can't get a visual on this airport. I think it's going to be behind these trees. Somewhere over in here. The sunset is beautiful.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm going to join a right base 4. All my iPads ring. People went from text to voice, now back to text. Fix some sausages for the fam. Surprised y'all still here. the conversations.
That is true though. From pagers, texting, to voice, now we back to text. People don't even call you anymore, they just text you.
Now,
Oh,
you remember
if I
back?
get more than two texts, I just call the person. And it's like, what do you want?
Yeah, I hate texting.
Yeah.
Just aggravates me. it's kind of funny too, because you remember back in the day when you used to pay for ringtones, and now you're like, if that little brick makes one more noise, I'm gonna chuck it.
Or do you remember you used to be able to pay for a song, and while your phone was ringing, someone could hear that as like your ring. So like when they called your phone, they could hear that song while waiting for you to answer.
I don't know if I remember that happening or not.
Oh yeah, it was a big thing.
Oh, you mean when you called somebody, you would hear the song that they decided you
Yeah.
like that you had instead
Yeah,
of hearing
like-
the ringtone or the
Yeah, like
the
if you
dot-
heard
yeah,
me
the
instead,
ringtone.
or if you called me instead of being like ring bring, it would play a song.
Ring, ring,
Oh, wow.
ring, 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 ring. Banana phone. Doo, 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 doo. I swear I'm not a nerd. Why would you ever leave a place like this?
Volcanoes.
In Alaska, kind of looks like that.
Sorry.
Too
just-
cold.
Well,
Too cold? See, I don't know. I prefer the cold over the heat.
here's a question. Okay, like so, when was this? 2018. I was in Stavanger for meetings. So, I just decided I didn't feel like going out one night. Stayed in the hotel, but I got quesadillas and a Coke. Take a guess how much that cost in American dollars.
$25.
50.
Higher,
Oh.
higher.
Really?
Cost of living here is very expensive.
75?
Not that bad, but it's $60.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
How many Coke
it-
did you order?
Just one.
20?
Oh, that's the
one.
question. How many quesadillas did you order, you fatty?
Yeah.
No, it was just the one. It was just like, yeah, like,
You got gold on those
'Cause, like-
quesadillas or what?
well, yeah. But like, you know, we have this huge chart for every city and what the per diem is for when you travel there. So how much money you get per day for food and hotel, or what's maximum for hotel. And Stavanger is like in the most, like, you get the most money for anywhere else in the world for when you travel. And initially we were like, man, we're gonna make a ton of money off this one. And it's like, nope.
I'm gonna grab
Not
some
even
screenshots real
close.
quick.
You see the water bouncing off those little islands down there?
Oh, it's just. I see a little bit of.
Well, I don't miss
way
my
back.
turn here while I'm trying to take pictures. Oh, yep. That's what I get for doing that. Missed my turn.
Oh, we sh-
I gotta figure out where this airport's at. So I'm
It's
gonna
right there, isn't it?
I'm gonna overfly it here.
Shot it.
Yeah, I was taking
Yeah, I can
pictures.
see it over there.
You can see it?
Well, from all the way back, I can.
I see it. Is that it?
I see like a open area. This is kind of a strange place for a runway to be.
Assuming this is going to be a lit runway.
It's supposed to be. See a big flat spot.
Wait, look up to the left over there.
Is this it right here? Somebody's
I believe
flashing
that's
their
it.
lights at me. Oh, that was a cool picture right there. Oh yeah, that
Yes,
is
on
right
top
there.
of that
Okay.
hill.
That's down in like the slight valley right here. Let's go ahead and dump those flaps since we are way behind the curve. And do a little slip.
Wait, I just ran out of fuel.
Oh no.
Oh man. What do I do?
Well, the runway's right here, so hopefully you can make it. Slip, Sean, slip. Is that you in front of me? No, that's
No, I'm
David.
all the way back here. Look, all the way back here. I'm gonna put it down in the water.
Oh no.
Oh shoot!
You know what?
Oh,
I'll
now
just
I
fuel
see
up.
it.
I'll just fuel up right
Oh,
here.
wow.
There
There's a
you
big
go.
tree right in the way.
I see what you mean by slip. Having to do a slip.
Yeah, David just made
Oh,
a big
man.
dust ball.
I'm blaming Otto.
I
Dang it, Otto.
could have sworn you could.
Alright, I made it
Okay,
in.
yeah.
Touch the ground.
There's nowhere over here for me to land.
Oh no, Sean.
Actually, no. There's a little road right here. I'm just gonna land and
Accidentally did a full stop. I
Could've-
wasn't thinking. I'm gonna watch you guys come into it while I'm sitting here.
oh, I got it. Let's go.
Easy, easy. Can you make it, Sean?
It's
Yeah, I just fueled up midair.
Oh, okay.
Started it up.
thought I saw a tanker over there.
That guy says, I'll live in hot and cold places. Can't take off enough to get cool, but you can put on enough to get warm. Exactly. There's only so much before I get in trouble. End up somewhere I don't want to be. Alright, Kaylee, you might want to start descending.
I'll think about it. I'll heavily consider it.
Oh, this is the runway right here.
Yep. Just keep following prop blast in right there. I did not intend for this to be a full stop. I just, we got to talking and laughing, and it was a fun landing. Oh my god, it's like a swarm of C-152s heading into here. It's awesome. The most disorganized group of C-152s you'll ever see. Alright, pop her on, there you go.
Can't believe I ran out of fuel, man.
That's happened to you more than once.
Nah, I think that happened to it didn't happen to me before. I think it happened to forgot his name. And he just started spiraling. He couldn't figure out what's wrong with his
Oh, that was Paparan. He just landed. Oh no, Kaylee, easy. Oh no, go.
Listen, I'm a reason mechanics still have jobs, okay? I'm just making sure that people stay employed.
You put 10 on each side.
Oh
Let's
boy.
Alright, Bloggins is down.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna back
trying to keep it
taxi.
straight.
You wiggle a little bit. Oh, yeah, he actually
yeah.
did to go around,
That's
so
me
let's go ahead
fighting with
and...
those rudders.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and back taxi real quick. I'll stay in the grass so people can take off. How about that?
Oh.
Alright, mixture back in,
Sorry,
10
Vulcan.
degrees flaps, and carb heat is in.
Alright, where is my panels? There we are. Okay, where's my panel light brightness? Dials.
Oh, I tried to bring it up on a wheel. I went after Sean there. Flaps up. And let's pop out of here.
Does the default 152 have like backlights or anything for these gauges?
Yeah, oh well, the
Yes.
yeah, it should. Might be.
It's the far left switch of all your lighting banks.
Yeah, it says panel
Your light
lights.
bank, panel lights.
It was a key binding for me.
Yeah, I don't have a key binding for it. I had to look physically with the mouse.
Yeah. Okay.
Not dome light, I'm gonna call that good, thank you.
And then there's a knob to the left of it between the lights and your
Oh yeah.
starter. Starter is your
this is
illumination.
this is what I don't
in and off.
understand, right?
Thank you.
What's that, Sean?
The base, the base airports in the sim, some of them have no lights.
Oh
They could
yeah.
have added lights to them because they added lights to these buildings over here.
Yeah, you can see little Johnny through the window over here, but you can't see the runway you gotta land on. Alright, so the winds are 130 at 4. We have runways 35 and 17. So we're going to want to land on 17. Technically, let's assume that there's an islet. Oops, meant to hit charts. Approaches. Alright, now we have the ILS 17 that I was trying to navigate to earlier, which is 1099. go ahead and tune that in. 1099, enter. So we're going to fly to the north, and then we'll join the localizer, and logins, I don't know if you want to stream or not, or if you get, why is this doing that? It's really annoying. There's the airport right there.
Try.
Pretty quick hop.
I gotta get. Give me a sec. Discord's not running. I didn't load that. But just give me a minute.
I didn't load the approach, I just dialed it in. I don't feel like flying the whole thing. This has been going, this is a pretty long flight so far, so. The way the clouds are looking right now with the sun, we're going to get a nice group photo though, that's for sure. Especially with all you guys. Look at all those lights in the air. It's been a lot of fun. I appreciate you all for joining tonight.
You need to go back to that one spot from our last, not the last group flight, but one before that. Can't remember where we-
1099 is for which runway?
17.
17.
What were you saying, Sean? Sorry.
Sorry.
That one runway, the landing challenge that we had.
In
we
New
had
Zealand?
The last group flight. Yeah. You have to slip up. We had to slip around the trees and stuff.
Oh, Quentin's Lodge.
Dump the flaps and everything. Yeah.
P004. Yeah, that one's a lot of fun to land at. Alright, let's join the left downwind. This would be a fun one to fly into with a commercial plane because these lights around here just look awesome. Terrain and all the lights. Get a sunset like that, it's kind of hard to beat.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, this was a good pick, man. Good pick.
Thank you.
Yeah, go figure. Discord did not. And I spoke too soon.
Up.
I was about to say Discord seemed to be causing now. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm starting to hiccup and stutter. So I'm gonna blame Discord potentially.
Interesting.
Maybe I could be wrong on that, but I'll have to look at the settings.
Alright, let's
'Cause
try
I'm not
flying this
broadcasting
in.
audio on that.
Oh, the honeycomb heading knob is so weird. Like it's so slow, and then all of a
Oh.
sudden, like rockets.
Oh, it's got the acceleration on it.
Yeah, but it's like the slower you go, the faster it goes. It's backwards.
I'm telling you, just build a simple button box with six
Well,
six dials on top.
I'm,
You like that sucker.
I'm planning to. I got that 737 MCP
Yeah.
that works flawlessly, so
Oh.
I definitely be building something.
Got your sabotage.
Yeah, I went for generic. Like it doesn't like it's not gonna. It doesn't look realistic to any aircraft out. It's just a 2x3 road encoder, dual encoders.
Yeah.
With
You have a cockpit in your
Okay.
house too?
Sorry?
I say you have a cockpit in your house too?
No, no. It's I do have a 6-foot table with the honeycomb set up, and behind the 6-foot table is a 65-inch TV. But
Oh, check
not-
this!
no,
Damn.
Check this bridge out here. You see the mountain I'm flying towards?
Yeah.
There's a bridge to the left of that. That's cool.
Can we fly under it?
That one would look like we could definitely fly under. Because I think that one's modeled.
Oh yeah, it is. I'm looking at your stream.
I like the fact there's red lights on top of the mountain.
Yeah, we definitely need to do it. Commercial flight into here. That would be
Absolutely.
dope.
I'm just
Pretty
waiting
short runway,
for the glide slope to come up. Then we can do a turn. We've got these communication towers right below us here that we're about to fly over. That's awesome. This is a really well modeled. Oh, look at those colors. Wow.
Yeah, my glide slope's sitting buried.
So it should be coming. Oh, there it is. Okay. I was about to say it should be any moment now coming up.
Hey, you could definitely fly underneath that bridge. Man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Maybe we'll do it when we end the stream here. We'll get a little crafty. Oh, there's another one off to the left. I just kind of want to keep flying around here. This is beautiful. Alright, so we are below the glide slope now, so let's go ahead and turn in. Slow up to 80 knots. And we'll use the approach mode. And Bloggins, you were saying the OBS does something. Are you talking about your course? Because right now, I have it set the. We'll just make it south. Don't think that should matter.
Okay, I set mine to, what is it, 170 you said? It's 17?
Yeah, it's runway 17. Let me pull the chart up really quick. 170 is the runway heading.
Yeah.
So we'll see if this makes a difference.
And you want me to use the autopilot approach?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and turn into the approach. Arm approach mode.
Oh, geez, we're way over.
May need to keep turning. Oh. I think we may have just shot through it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
real
like to
turn.
be lined up before I intersect the altitude.
There we go.
There you go.
Still in heading mode. Approach. Come on. I shot through it too fast, I think, for it to capture it.
Yeah.
So going back through to capture it. Glide slope should capture here momentarily. Did not capture my glide slope. Let's go ahead and start descending. Manually. Try to catch up to it, see if we can
I'm on
recapture it.
approach mode.
And my approach mode is just still armed.
I will slow down. Because I'm like coming in at 110.
Yeah. Now if I change this to 170, I would think spinning the OBS knob would make it change the vertical bar, but I don't think the ILS works that way. Although I cannot get my approach mode to arm.
I'm armed. I'm coming in. I'm on right now.
There it goes. Okay, I went to nav mode and then put it back into approach mode and that fixed it. So now we should see the ILS. It was in heading mode with approach mode arm, but it would never capture the localizer for some reason.
Alright.
But if I turn my OBS dial way off to the right, doesn't seem to be affecting it. I don't think the ILS is affected by
No.
the course of the OBS. Okay. Now, we were just
about
using a
when you have-
localizer earlier. That's
Yeah.
different. Oh, hello. Who's this? Hi.
Oh,
Was that you? Hey, hey, hey.
did that work?
Yeah.
Flash my lights at you.
So let's see how well this does line me up. I'm gonna fly it all the way into minimums. See how well it'll land me.
Later trim stop.
Hey, who's this up here? Oh.
But it's interesting that you're to the left of me.
Yeah, the needle
When I'm
is
looking
showing
at this,
me.
I'm showing us lined up perfectly with the runway.
It's kind of scooped me to the right just a hair. It's gonna. I think it'll line up eventually, but I don't know why it's offset to the degree that it is. All right, 10 degrees flaps. Oh my goodness.
Someone below me.
Whoa.
It's so bright in here. Who needs cockpit lights when you got a bloggins? Alright, so now it's got me lined up perfectly.
Yeah, there you go.
It's weird how like it was so slow to bring it back to center line though. It's interesting. Alright, so let's bring it down to 60 knots.
Are you? Yeah. Drop
Sl-
flaps all the way.
Yeah, I'm trying to slow down smoothly here so I don't have you run through me. 20 degrees flaps.
Oh no, you've pulled it up. You've pulled ahead of me.
Okay, carpet. Mixtures all the way in. And full flaps, add some power. 55 knots. Oh, it yelled about trim or something there. I'm not sure what it just yelled about. Let's see how low it'll fly me. Get some power back in there, get back on that glide slope. I think it maxed out the trim is what he just yelled at me about. Probably put those flaps in too fast. Alright, so autopilot still has it.
Do auto land?
Doing well.
Yeah, I don't see the auto land button anywhere. I did not grab the local altimeter, but we are at 200 feet, so we'll call that minimums.
It's
And I'm
super
off to the
windy for
left
me.
just a hair. Autopilot off. Let's scoot on over.
Yeah, mine's just it's correcting last one. Oh. Yeah, it put me down on the ground. Autopilot off. I don't normally do that.
Oh, that's cool. Got all of you all lined up. Beautiful. Alright, we'll go to the end of the runway and take a picture there.
Oh, someone's coming in. Oh, back off a bit.
We'll take the expedited way. Air taxi.
Ah.
Since you can take off and land like 5 times on this runway.
I'm almost there. Sorry, guys.
You're fine. You might want to land long just to speed things up if you want to.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
will.
Alrighty. We'll spin around here at the numbers.
This is too funny.
What happened?
I'm just cruising behind you guys here.
Oh. He's just cruising in the air.
Yep.
Alright, we're leaning for the ground. Up the RPM just up the hair, just so it keeps charging. And flaps up and turn your landing and taxi lights up. Hello. Hi. I'm going to bring it back a few minutes here to try to get some better pictures for us.
Yeah, the brakes on these airplanes are trash, man.
Not what I'm about to do.
I
Yeah.
didn't expect to stop that quick anyways, but
I don't know why they're so terrible. It's like they need
we
a...
get a Garmin in it and stuff, so I
Yeah.
forgot to spend money on the brakes.
Yeah, right. They ran out of money to spend on the brakes. We dropped
I landed long, but I'm still working on it.
25 grand on the Garmin, but now we can't afford $500 in brakes.
You said turn our taxi lights off.
Yeah, it makes for better pictures.
Okay. Imagine soon you'll be able to get enough people in here to make nocturnal simulations letters.
Yeah, we've got quite a few people in here. Some people aren't even on Discord. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Nine.
Bloggin's
Somewhere back
second.
there.
Well, Bloggin's got his Discord account.
Doppelganger.
Yep. Are we waiting on anybody else?
I think I'm kind of in a bad spot. Do you want me to move back?
Let's see here. I'm not sure. Oh no,
Yeah,
you're
I'm
fine.
Far up. You sure?
You're fine. Yeah, the angles I'll take pictures. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Is it Shift P or for the pushback or Control P?
You can just skew if you wanted to.
Oh,
slew.
every time I skew, I end up on the other side of the planet.
Yeah, you gotta tap it. You gotta treat it gently.
Hey, who's that all the way back there?
Wonder if I can get it to push me back a half a foot.
There you go.
Just
I can.
imagine coming in for a landing and you see a bunch of people.
Hey, nothing beats the
A bunch of
night.
GA aircraft flying around.
Nothing beats the night. So everybody had their lights off, and there was like 6 of us, and we were sitting on a random island in the Bahamas. Some dude lands and taxis on down to us, and I was like, "All right, guys, on 3, everybody turn their lights on." It was like 1, 2, 3. And you see the whole runway light up. It was pitch black out, and you see this guy just like slam on his brakes and take the first taxiway. He's like, "Nope."
Yeah, I can't get a
That's
push
funny.
back.
That's fine. We got some good pictures there. Well, that was a lot of fun, guys. I appreciate it. I'll be right back. Alright, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. A little bit of shenanigans there towards the end, and also the landing challenge amusement. Be super helpful if you could hit the like button down and leave a comment. Definitely helps gain some traction on people viewing these at a future date, and hopefully get some more people in here doing these group flights with us. So with that, guys, appreciate you watching if you're still on here, and happy flying.